welcome to Salisbury. We're going to have a look around the cathedral, which is a historic medieval cathedral. Better watch yourself with traffic around here. So I'm going to do a few videos about Salisbury because it's quite a nice place, quite historic. It's been around since 1227, something like that. And there's quite a lot to see and do. So let's go and look at the cathedral.
Yes, I had a week off last week.
So we've got Salisbury Museum, we've got the medieval hall, Arundels, we've got restaurants, all that kind of thing. But it's quite a nice grounds, so we'll have a look outside. So it's quite a grand building, massive. I don't think it's as big as York Minster, but it is beautiful. Some of the architecture on there and detail. Last time I came here, they had the Magna Carta, which is like a famous document from medieval times, and it's basically what our constitution is in this country. And also America kind of took the Magna Carta as part of their constitution. So we've got the sign here, so that's the entrance over there to Salisbury Cathedral. We've got a bit of an exhibition on it there of the Magna Carta as well. So we're stood at the front of Salisbury Cathedral, and I've got a little map here. So we are stood here, around about here. So we go through the entrance. I've had permission to have a wander around and film and that, so we're going to have a wander inside. So this bit's called the cloisters. It's a very beautiful building. The architecture is amazing. There's a lot of detail. And if you have a look up there, I'll just zoom in a little bit. There's lots of like statuettes and gargoyles and carvings and all that kind of thing. It's a very pretty building. I think we've got is it a font? Oh no, parts of the original central column of the chapter house that was removed during restoration 1856. Thank you very much. So in this building here, if we have a look on the map, we are in the chapter house, which is this one. Now we're not allowed to film the actual Magna Carta because they're trying to preserve the Magna Carta because it's suffering from light damage, but we're allowed to film the inside of the building. And it really is a magnificent building. I mean, look at that. Amazing. Stained glass windows. And the Magna Carta is housed over in that section there, but like I say, we're not allowed to go in there with cameras. But this is basically what the Magna Carta stands for: a universal symbol of freedom, justice and equality. The basics are that no one's above the law, not even the king or queen. And there's a few exhibitions. Today, Magna Carta is more important for what it represents rather than for much of what it says. So if you want to read that. here is a little bit of information on the connection between Salisbury and Magna Carta. Got a replica copy in Latin of the Magna Carta, and next to it we've got an English translation. So here we go.
From there to here is what it is in English, so that's why I have to write it so tiny, because it's got all that, you know, 800 has to fit on there.
A bit of info on what the chapter house is. So we'll have a look around the rest of the cathedral now. So this bit is the cloisters. We've just come from the chapter house, so we're going to have a wander around the actual cathedral itself on the inside. Hello. Tickets? Yes, no problem. It's a grand building. Let's have a look on the map. So on the map, this is the south transept. South transept. So we'll have a wander a bit further into the centre of it. Right, so this is the pulpit here, and then we've got the altar just here, so we're right kind of in the middle here. And we'll go and have a look at the Trinity Chapel. Over here is the morning chapel.
I've had feet. Feet. So most of all,
I would highly recommend coming to see Salisbury Cathedral, because I don't think this video does it justice for the amount of detail that's in the architecture and the stained glass. But it is beautiful, and all this stained glass is individual pieces of coloured glass all put together in lead frame, possibly iron frames as well. There's a bit more information about the spire and tower. And that's the old weather vane from the top of the spire. So we're going to move over to this section, which is the Trinity Chapel. So this section here is a Squire, High Altar and Cathedral. There's a bit of information for you. And that's the entrance end of the cathedral. And here we've got the church organ. This section in here we can't really film, but it's called the vestry. Basically where all the priests, vicars, bishops put their robes on. So we're in the Trinity Chapel now, so absolutely beautiful. And here we have the Prisoner of Conscience candle. This stand was designated to make. It's basically for prisoners of conscience. And there's the altar.
It's just a few people have always stayed behind and had lunch together after the sun.
And here's a little bit about the organ. 800 years of music. So if you're a musician like me, you'll definitely appreciate So that concludes the walk around the cathedral, and it was absolutely beautiful. We can see in the background, that's the front of it, but I don't think you can really grasp unless you actually come and see it. So try and support the cathedral. It is ticketed, but it is quite reasonably priced. And your ticket lasts for 12 months, so if you come back within 12 months you get back in for free, which I think is a really good idea. There's a restaurant, a cafe, toilet facilities, obviously the Magna Carta as well. So thanks for watching the video, and see you later, and don't forget to like and subscribe.